Last week, a local Muslim group celebrated Iftar in Manchester Cathedral. Now, it's raised a few eyebrows, and there are people who would say, well, the Islamic statement of faith, the shahada, there's one God and there's one prophet. This contradicts Christianity. I'm not sure it does, really. I think there are many ways of defining the infinite. Many ways, there must be, because it is infinite. And I don't think we should be too protective of a way that has worked for so many years when another way is equally efficacious. I think next Ramadan, there will be more churches that will open its doors to local Muslim communities. It's a sign of good neighbourliness. It's a sign of interfaith activity. It's a sign of progress and thoughtfulness. And when so many people go through their religious activities in a mindless way and have not really thought about what these words are that they repeat in, let's say, the creed. I remember Canon Fenton years ago in Oxford standing up in the pulpit and saying, "We don't believe everything we say in the creed, do we?" Well, the whole point of a statement of faith called the creed is that that's precisely what we do believe. Credo is the Latin for I believe, and the word creed is taken from that. So to stand up and say we don't believe is a nonsensical statement. But I think it is right to question the purpose of our statements. Our statements are stabs in the dark at some sort of meaning. How on earth can we define the infinite? We cannot. We cannot. So I think our much preferred theology is the theology of the Greeks of the 17th century, the apophatic theology that actually goes all the way back to the 3rd century, a theology where you define what is not. You define God by the absence of other things. And we cannot define God into existence. We cannot define God for our own satisfaction. All we can do is be accommodating and welcome people who share belief and welcome people who do not share belief. And that would include many people who have an interest in the mystical, have an interest in meditation, have an interest in self-improvement. All of this follows the call to be perfect.